Hey friends, welcome to another episode of DOScider, our ranking of DOS games. Listening to some of the rad Jazz Jackrabbit soundtrack here. Man, wish the game was as good as the soundtrack. Not to say the Jazz Jackrabbit was bad, but the soundtrack is smoking hot. What a great soundtrack. So let's pop on over to our ranking of DOS games. You don't need me. You don't need that either, because we're not doing Star Trek Deep Space Nine Harbinger. Doing something a little different today. For those that don't know, we've been ranking DOS games for, almost 2 years now. Working our way through the small number of them that are around, the 8,000 or so. Just building out a comprehensive list. And we also have it where subs and patrons of the channel can put in a request once a month that I will fulfill on stream, ranking it on here, so you can kind of choose where I'm going. Man, Harbinger was a disappointment. Well, it was the upside of last episode. Which we'll get into in a minute. If you want to see all of the rankings, where everything goes, you can hit !DOS. That'll lead you over to DOScider.neocities.org. And also to our YouTube playlist with all of the episodes on it. DOScider.neocities.org is our GeoCities style webpage that has all of the list on it. It's lovely to see you all here today, though. And we do have another sub request this week. Going through a lot of adventure games while my hands are recovering from being broken over and over. But we'll go through our top 10 and bottom 10 first. We've had some movement in the last little while. There's been some good ones. We have, on our top 10, it's Day of the Tentacle, Doom, Heroes of Might and Magic 2 at 69. Which, I actually have a Might and Magic sound clip for that.
Very nice.
XCOM, UFO Defense, NetHack, MechWarrior 2, Mercenaries, Maniac Mansion, System Shock, at 70, well, for the episode 70, Sid Meier's Civilization and Wing Commander. We had a real streak of breaking into the top 10 again. Might and Magic into System Shock 2 in a row, and then Civ? Oof. Oh, we had some smoking hot ones. Speaking of changes to the list, Scunny Lost in Space is no longer a part of the bottom 10. Instead, we have The Castle of Dr. Malvado, Terror in Christmastown, Industrial Killers, Snapperazzi, The Fortress of Dr. Radiaki, The Flintstones, The Jetsons, First Person Pinball, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and finally, All Cops Go to Hell, it's Police Quest 4 open season. Jesus Christ. What a nightmare of a game. And with that, which was a sub request, fucking deserved. Yes, unbelievably so. I knew it was gonna be bad. I knew I was gonna hate it. It is beyond hate. The thing is, oh, what a nightmare. But we're gonna see if Sierra can redeem themselves. They cannot. But the decisions behind Police Quest 4, man. We have a request this month from my good friend, podcast co-host, and sub, The Boyks, putting in a classic Sierra adventure that I'm hoping is not at all on the level of the last one that we did. We have a thing that I'm trying to stall for time for, as I write it up. There we go. We have The Beast Within, a Gabriel Knight Mystery. Which you've probably already known if you've seen the title of this stream. Also, there it is. So I've never played the Gabriel Knight series. However, I do know of its storied history, shall we say. Namely, I know of, I think that it's in 3, though. That it has a puzzle solution that is known as kind of the most bullshit of all bullshit puzzle solutions ever. That being that you have to tape cat hair to your face to imitate a mustache. So we'll see what Unreal Moon logic this one has. Just as soon as it will let me capture this game. Come on. One moment. I'm just getting this. I am inflating some files. As one does. I guess I shouldn't have tuned out that Jazz Jackrabbit yet. Let's go to our next one on our DOS playlist, which is another Jazz Jackrabbit one. Wait, why did it actually? Hold up. Oh, weird. It like jumped out of my list, strangely. Huh. Okay, sorry about this. This is taking longer than I realized to get this all extracted. Thought that I had it already done, but it did not like it. I'm just running some things again. DOS is always a adventure, let me tell ya. And yeah, it's definitely, we needed something really wild to actually beat All Dogs Go to Heaven. Because we haven't seen episode 11. I mean, put it this way, it took us, what, 72 episodes? Right, I should probably just look between the two. 72 episodes to actually unseat it. Hey, Astrum, good to see you. 72 episodes to get a worse game than All Dogs Go to Heaven. It was a time. But finally, at long last, I believe that it was Dan that requested it, found a way to do it. I'm actually kind of curious how big Gabriel Knight, A Beast Within is. Or The Beast Within. Because it's just a lot of movies to extract this. I had extracted it earlier, but something went wrong. I am curious, because this is a 1995 game? Maybe 4. It's either 4 or 5. I could look at it real quick. But I'm curious as to just how big that bad boy is. There we go. And there's dolls. We'll use DOSBox instead of Scum VM for this. There we go. Oof. Man, that Sound Blaster ad-lib, like, harshness is something. It's good music for Raptor Call to Shadows, but it's just a little... It's got that shrillness on the edge of some things. So we'll go with the smooth chords of the MT32 instead. We've got an $800 sound card in our PC, right? Right? Yeah, it's 94. Got a rich uncle? Why not? That's what we'll just say. Okay, Sierra, you've been letting me down a lot. I'm gonna need you to focus up here. You always win me over a little bit with some FMV. Well, this game's got some gams. Good to know. Oh no, small Victorian child. Please don't burn.
Snäll, du kunde se vattnet.
Kom!
Are they... So are they outside? Like, wait, okay, so where is this fire? I'm having trouble placing it. It's having the regular problem of, like, FMV being very focused on people's faces and not so much on backgrounds. More burning. Oh god! This is fine. Don't worry, he's okay. No children were harmed in the making of this FMV. Probably. You never know, it is Sierra. Oh. That's it? That's the prologue? Hey, Egrets, thank you! Ah, the beast within. Yeah, that chili dog right in Sonic's mouth. Thank you. Should probably change that. I have another clip that I should probably put on instead soon. I have some changes to make to some of those. They've been around for a while. Alright, let's see how the beast within plays. Ah, the Schloss Ritter. German for the Schloss Ritter. Okay, wait. I'm pretty sure that's Gabriel Knight. No? Maybe I've seen some screenshots. I don't know much about the series at all. Other than some wild puzzle solutions, because it's very Moon logic, from my understanding. Gotta say, peasants like coming in. Wow. That looks like a tingler. So wait, is he like an Alan Wake character? I mean, like, is he like Alan Wake? I mean, like, is he a writer? Is this a... Huh.
Out falls.
That was a very polite peasant horde.
There are some people here to see you.
Me?
Yeah, if you please come.
Yeah, they have torches and
going
pitchforks,
on?
but they're English, so they
Been
didn't
acting
realize
strange
that
all
meant,
day.
like,
Please
torches
just come.
instead of
And
flashlights.
don't forget your talisman. You must wear it always.
Damn thing's heavy. Well, hello there. Shouldn't those be torches?
Okay, fuck. God damn it.
Gabriel Knight.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
Werner Huber.
They are torches. We're English.
Forgive our coming here so late, but we must speak with you.
What can I do for you?
Oh, this is my cousin, Sir Huber Sepp. He has a farm just outside of Munich. I will tell you the truth, Herr Knight. We have come for the Schattenjäger.
I see. What makes you think you need a Schottenjäger?
It is because of Sepp here. 2 nights ago, his wife goes to the window of the house to call in their daughter, Tony. It is getting dark. The light outside is not so good, yeah? She sees Tony some meters away, playing in the grass. And she sees a wolf. It is huge. And it is moving towards the child. Mutter screams to the child, warning. And that is when the beast strikes.
Tony!
Oh, no, langsam. They say she died quickly. Sepp here hears his wife screaming, comes running from the barn. He sees the wolf, goes inside the house to get a gun, but when he comes out, no wolf.
Okay, maybe 2 children have been harmed in the making of this FFV.
And it has taken part of the child with it.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is very bad, Herr Knight. That is why we come to you.
Haven't the police been notified?
Oh, yeah, natürlich. The police, they think it is wolves escaped from a zoo. They search and search, but they find nothing. This is not the first such killing. And if it is not stopped, it will not be the last.
I'm not really sure what you want me to do.
The killer is not wolf. It is werewolf. You must hunt it down and kill it.
Why him?
Werewolf. What makes you think it's a werewolf?
The wolf looked at me. Its eyes were human. It knew what it was doing. It knew.
I'm really very sorry about your daughter, Herr Huber.
I have told them that you are the new Schattenjäger.
What?
You wear the talisman. Are you the Schattenjäger now? Or are you not?
I am?
We do not know you, Herr Knight, but we have known the Schattenjägers for many centuries. It is to them we turn in trouble like this. Sepp here is family.
This is very... You have to have seen the first one, huh?
Just Look around, see what you can see. Huh? Sepp and his wife go north to be with her mother. You can stay on his farm.
All right. I'll look into it for you. See what I can see.
I'll pack your things.
Great. Thanks.
Thanks
I'll
for
meet
telling
you
me
in
to
the
wear the
village tomorrow.
talisman.
Oh, thank you, Herr Knight. Thank you.
Is it Chattanooga? Oh my god, wow, it is still going, huh? Gotta admire their commitment to the video here. A lot to put on a game in 1994. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's get ourselves control.
I take it the Hube is a Catholic.
Okay. Pretty normal adventure game controls. Lots of space on the disc, I suppose. It wasn't one disc. I believe that it was 6. I'd actually need to double check. I'm kind of curious. How many discs was it? Just like Phantasmagoria, like one of the things that Sierra seemed unafraid to do was to just put a huge game out again on a bunch of discs. This is also very, very late 95, apparently. Yeah, I can't seem to find how many discs it was on. But yeah, it was one of those. Sierra did a lot of that. That intro doesn't tell us a whole lot about who Gabriel Knight is, though. I'm kind of curious. With inside... Yeah, there's... Actually, there's very, very little in the manual also. I wanted to double check that, too. Like, for the intro for the manual, too, it's just... Welcome to the dark and lonely world of the Shadow Hunter. When last we traveled the Twilight with Gabriel Knight, he was in New Orleans doing research for a book on the occult. That research might have shown Gabriel a bit more than he wanted to see about voodoo and about his own destiny. He has spent the last year at his family's castle in Germany, writing a fictionalized account of his experiences with the supernatural. But Gabriel is about to discover that his future as a Chattanooga will not wait. If Gabriel will not seek out his destiny, it will find him. And that's it. Like, that's the intro. That is very little to go on for a sequel. For how much they just jammed that in. There we go.
I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
Okay. Apparently those are blank papers. Killer wolf. From the zoo. Okay.
I can't read much of it, but they give the name of the zoo. It's in Thalkirken. The name of the detective on the case is Liebe, from the police station near Prinsrud Gentenplatz.
So, why does his family have a German castle
I can't read much of it,
when
but they give...
we're not German? Why did we pick up the German paper? Hold up. Wait a minute. What are you doing, sir?
Who should I call?
Okay.
I don't think the Ubers want me in their private bedrooms.
Oh, okay. Come on. No, not that way. This way? That's the only way I can go. Sure. Wait a minute. There was something on the coat rack. There was a message. There we go. Herr Knight. The keys for the car are by the door. It is better not to drive inside Munich. Drive road to Lockham Park to Lockham, yeah. Park the car and take the U-Bahn from there. Thank you for helping us. Frau Huber.
Herr Knight, the keys for the car are by the door.
Oh, well.
It is better not to drive inside Munich. Drive road 96 to Lockham.
Oh, 96.
Park the car and take the U-Bahn from there. Thank you for helping us. Frau Huber.
I know how much, like, little things and missing them make a huge difference in Sierra games, especially. So do we have the keys? We've got our wallet, a letter, Grace to Gabriel letter number 1, the Ubergraus letter. I guess we should read these. I'd like to put that down. Yeah, I know, I just... Okay, wait, what? Oh, you gotta click back to there? Ooh, that kind of sucks. I was thinking that it would be a right click. I barely started manuscript. Notepad, our talisman, our business card. I can't look at it? No? Dang. That way? There we go. Gabriel Knight, writer-researcher.
A Schattenjäger knife.
Dear Mr. Knight.
It's from the Ritter family lawyers.
Everything's red. Wow. Oh, maybe not. Okay.
It's from the Ritter family lawyers.
I was wondering. Dear Mr. Knight, the title for the Schloss Ritter and lands have been officially registered at the German Landsrat. Their name. Thank you for the funds you provide. The estate is now current. The inheritance tax, back property, and transfer fees have been paid. Thank you for the additional
from the Ritter
retainer you
family
sent to
lawyers.
us, and for your confidence in keeping Ubergrau, Hoffen, and Schnell, your family firm. Huh. Oof.
Gabriel, I've just notified the Catholic Church about a miracle. Things have actually been picking up around the shop. We've been going through stock like, well, like a real store. I keep expecting the candid camera guys to pop out at any moment and say, just kidding. In other acts of universal randomness, the Voodoo Murders is up to number 20 on the New York Times bestseller list. Yes, the tastes of the American public can be a terrifying thing.
You suck ass at writing.
In any case,
God.
your U.S. bank account is blossoming, not unlike the desert after a fluke storm. If you don't mind, I'd like to use a little of the money to fix up the shop. Your Gran is fine, but misses you. Mosley has been hanging around, making himself a real pain in the butt. Fortunately, I need only bring up the bald Detective Mostly in your book, all 240 pounds of him, and your pal turns red and is out the door in about 5 seconds. Things are organized here, just waiting for your decision. I think you can find a buyer if you want to go that route. I know you hate to write, but I need to get a feeling for what your plans are so I can make some of my own. I haven't seen or heard of anything here that seems relevant to this Schottenjäger business. Take care. Grace.
Well, we did make a very positive turn from Police Quest 4, because we went from, like, the most unquestioning love of police brutality to bullying a detective.
If you don't mind.
Like the vibe of one a little more than the other.
Brilliant prose, if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, I'm just pissing the wind until I can think of a plot line. Maybe this case will inspire me.
Oh, buddy. Okay, tape recorder, sure. Tape recorder and notepad. So we don't have car keys.
I was hoping for a Mercedes, but this'll have to do. I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Okay, can we...
But this'll have to do.
I'm guessing that we have to find the keys and use them with
I
the car.
suppose that's for tending those window boxes.
A metal pail.
I could be wrong, but I think this bag contains cement. Schnell. Quick. Quick drying cement? Well, that's useful. I could be wrong, but
Okay, I was wondering if we could just pick it up.
nothing of
then.
interest in there.
There's a lot of FMV in this thing. So where are these car keys? This is the problem, and it's a bit of the fact that you're playing it on more modern PCs, but it was always hard. When they start doing, like... There it is, okay. When you start getting to, like, 100% FMV and, like, photos and stuff like that, and they start trying to do more photorealism back in the 90s, what it did mean for these adventure games was that where things are and what's interactable is really vague. Like, everything's just muddy. There's not enough detail to actually tell, right? Like, for example, like, I don't know if this just isn't a possibility. Like, if we have to study this skull here, like the antlers, there might be, like, a piece on it that we need to see, but, like, how are you supposed to tell? Like, is this a separate thing? Like, I think that's something hanging off of it, but I don't know. It's really hard to tell all of the little things that are inside of a scene sometimes. Like, seeing those keys and actually identifying them as keys, not the easiest thing. Okay, so what does Schottenjäger mean? I need to find this too. Oh, it's a fully made up word, huh? I mean, I'm guessing that it's Shadow Hunter, because Jäger is hunter, right? And German loves to just change a word by, like, they love to make two words together, if that makes sense. Like, put them together. Treasure Hunter, actually. Maybe? Oh no, it was saying that yeah, no, it's Shadow Hunter. It actually went to Dutch instead, because it's very similar on my translate.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Okay, yeah, we still have to just go to keys, use keys on car. It's literally just Shadow Hunter. Yeah, yeah. Deutsch is a fun language. Okay, so I guess we want to go to Lockham? We've got a hint screen here. Do we get that only when we're in the car? Maybe. I wonder. Nope, never mind. Because what did that note say? It said to go to Lockham, right? So we just drove back to the house? Oh, and we can look in the mirror, sure. Dashing. Okay, that's fun. Drive Road 96 to Lockham. What? So I mean, I guess that we're at the Huber farm. So what are we supposed to be doing? Should I not take the car anymore? Oh, maybe I can just... Okay, there we go. I tried to find another spot to go, and it was just telling me no everywhere that I looked at stuff. There's just the one exit on the side.
It's a water trough. Ground's a bit muddy over here.
See, like, yeah, that's separate. That's a thing to look at. Dog, dog, dog. Dog?
Jesus. It's as big as my hand.
I have to think this is an incredible undertaking for the time. This is a lot of film they had to do.
These woods go back a ways. Plenty of space to hide. These woods go back a ways. These woods go... The Yubas have a nice setup here. A bit domesticated for my taste, but nice. The Yubas have a nice... I suppose that's for tending those windows. I was hoping for a Mercedes. I don't think the Yubas want me in their private bedrooms.
No, but can I, like, talk to them? What do they want me to do? Huh.
I don't need anything else right now.
Okay.
China. Our homie. China. China. That's me, Gabriel Knight.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Who should I call?
Okay. I feel a little listless at the beginning of this. Can't go around the house. Can't go into the woods. I can look at the big paw print. Then I don't get to talk to anybody. There's nothing else to do. What else is here? There's gotta be something.
It's a water trough. It's a water trough.
Okay, should I... Can I take like an imprint of this?
That
Or-
paw print is as big as my hand.
No, no, no. Huh.
I have to load a tape first. There's no point in listening to a blank tape.
So we can record a bunch of tapes. Interesting. Okay. That goes back there.
These woods go back a ways.
There's nowhere else to exit to. Maybe just go in the car and get the hint. Feels weird to have to need a hint already. Okay, huh. Okay, I looked for your dog. I can't seem to find it. Okay. Blinking destinations have tasks left complete. Oh, I get what they're doing with the car. Like, it's the fast travel system. It's just a way to get around places, which is nice. That's actually really good. But more, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Because the first letter says, go to Lockham. And then it just... That's it. Right? Like, there's kind of not much else after that. I guess maybe Prince Regentin plots? I may have missed the location back at the house. Hey, boy, it's good to see you. Gives us very little in way of like direction here at the beginning of this game. Like, yeah, there's this. We can just exit that. That's it. Okay. There's stuff on the shelf. I did go to the shelf. I've done all that. There's nothing that...
A metal pail.
Like, that's it. And then cement, and I did this! We clicked on these multiple times, both of them. Why would I want quick... Oh my god, I did this. I clicked on both of them twice already. This is literally a thing that we did. You can go back, you can see. You watch me. He clicks it multiple times and he goes, well, quick dry and cement. Yep, that's quick dry and cement. Yep, that's quick dry and cement. Over and over. Did I have to click them in order and then it would happen? Good lord. Okay. Maybe I had to find the paw print first. That makes sense. Sure, fair enough. Make a cast of it, yeah. The bigger thing is just that, like... I don't know, it just feels like there's... I've had this problem a fair bit with adventure games. There's certain adventure games that just kind of send you out into the world and don't give you any direction whatsoever, and I tend to like ones that just give you a clear goal right at the beginning. Not just Sierra, although Sierra is real bad for that, yeah. There's also a BS Sierra thing with some grass.
I suppose that's what tenant.
Well, I'll try and see what we get. I don't need the directions the whole time. If I miss things, well, that's gonna be the traditional experience that I'm looking for. That'll learn me. Got a lot of FMV, and it did a good job of immediately having things like fast travel. Which, oh boy, there have been some games that have not done that. There is always a bit of a problem, like I've talked about, where when you start getting these more realistic, like, photos and stuff, for adventure games, it becomes really hard to tell what's interactable. And games like Sierra didn't care about that, and liked to put things very much in the background and hide them. See, like, what reason do I have to go to another location now is the thing. It just feels weird.
I don't think the Ubers want me in their private bedroom.
Don't have any reason to, like... I can't talk to them and show them a thing. It's strange.
It's huge.
It's huge. But yeah, it's just... Like, I feel directionless, because do I find something else here? They just say, investigate this thing. And then, that's it. Well, okay. how would I go about investigating it? I mean, I guess that's what they want you to do, but I tend to prefer a little more direction in these games.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
It really does seem like a Sierra special that I always feel a little bit like, okay, what should I be trying to do here? There's kind of no story that's happened yet. Phantasmagoria had that in spades for like, what, 3 or 4 hours. I was going, what are we even doing? We're just walking around doing house chores. It was ridiculous. Like, sure, we'll find a new location. Why not? Who knows? Maybe there's a thing here.
Ja, kann ich Ihnen behilflich sein?
Guten Tag. Do you speak English?
Nein, ich spreche kein Englisch. Was möchten Sie bitte?
Great. Lieber. Criminal Commissar Lieber.
Love.
Is he here?
Kommissar Leber, wer möchte mit ihm sprechen? Wen? Sie sind?
Sie. Me. Oh.
Ja.
Oh. Right.
Learn the language, dummy. If you're gonna live there,
Right.
learn a little.
You know, books. That's me.
Ja.
Me.
Kommissar Leber, bitte. Kann hier kommen? Tut mir leid. Kommissar Leber ist zu beschäftigt. Hat absolut keine Zeit. Nein, kann Sie leider nicht sehen. Ist zu beschäftigt. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
Go away.
Die Tür.
Right. Thanks. Bitte.
Amerikaner.
See, like, why did I go there? I don't know. I have nothing else to do, so why not check it out? That's me, Gabriel Knight. I guess that we just explore the town. Why not? Maybe a thing will happen. I think this is a terrible way to start a game. I guess it's just not my style, but there was a newspaper. It had the name of a zoo. But like, doesn't match up with anything else. It's just, yeah, there's so little. That's a really cool pan. Like, back in the day, that'd have
Maybe
been neat.
later. I've got other things on my mind at the moment.
I love, maybe later. I love the idea of this clock store. That's me, Gabriel Knight. I love clocks. That's a really cool effect. Unfortunately, again, I don't know. Sierra seems to always feel this way to me, where it feels really, really high polish. And also just, God, why am I playing this?
She almost seems to be watching me.
It's just like being in Europe. Having been to Europe,
That
It
must
is
be the famous Munich Glockenspiel.
pretty rad to see a lot of the architecture and stuff, because there's nothing like it in North America. Gabriel Knight's European Adventure. Yeah, but do they have Chili's? Actually, sadly enough, in a lot of the historic areas that I went, there was like McDonald's everywhere and stuff.
Lots of Nietzsche and Kant. I don't understand that stuff even when it's in English.
Oh man, books, I'm too stupid to read those. I just write them. What are we doing?
They're busy.
No, they're busking. You tip them. Okay, Mr. Knight. Sir. Hey, look at the subway. Okay, it just goes exactly like the car does, sure. Strasse.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Give what a shot? What is that? What is that?
It's a post office. What should I mail?
Okay. I don't know. There's just no direction yet.
Just more buildings down this way.
Yep, it's
That's me.
That's me.
Gabriel Knight.
Gabriel Knight.
Even their trash cans are clean in this city.
Used to be in dirty America. Okay, so that's just the end of this area. It was really capturing the feel of being in a European city without knowing the language. Although, I did know more of the languages than this man does. Okay, what? There was... Could we go... Never mind. Alright, let me look up. Sure. I guess the last one is the, zoo, because this one isn't. Maybe it's the zoo?
Hackfleisch. That sounds yummy. Weisswurst. 6 marks. White sausage. Yum. Blood sausage, head cheese, pork innards. Mmm.
That shit's all real good. He's not wrong.
So, what's good today?
Weißwurst ist sehr gut. Wollen Sie etwas?
I'll have to think about it.
Blood sausage head.
Weird European food. Ugh. Says man from New Orleans. I don't think he'd have that hang up. Our lawyer's office, sure. I love to think that wasn't scripted. That's just somebody that came by and was like, woo.
Ja?
Herr Knight ist hier, Sie zu sehen.
Herr Knight,
What the fuck is he
ja,
here?
senden Sie doch herein. Mr. Knight, so good to finally meet you.
Well, it's good to meet you.
Good question. Why am I here?
Hey, Ubergrau. Hell, you're just a pup.
I'm sorry. Oh, my age. Well, I hope you're not disappointed.
Whoa, me? No, I just never had a family lawyer before. I guess I was expecting Matlock or something.
So, you finally decided to visit Munich, yes?
Yep, I'm here doing some research.
Well, anything at all I can do to help. My secretary and I are at your disposal.
Thank you.
Okay, so what would you like? I have no idea, sir. Okay, I am curious what if anything happens if we leave this for a minute.
I suppose that's your name on the marquee.
I'm sorry?
Ubergrau, Hoffman, and Schnell.
Actually, no. This is my grandfather's firm. I'm just a junior partner. And my assignment to your family was no insult. I was chosen because of my English. I took my law training at Harvard, you see.
Hell, son. I don't care if you're a junior partner or a mail clerk. I'm just glad somebody's taking care of the paperwork.
You know, the firm has the utmost respect for the Ritters. I will do everything possible in your behalf.
Appreciate it.
Okay. What exactly would that be?
Do you know anything about the mutilation killings?
The mutilation killings? Well, no,
What?
Oh my God, Hannah, is that what you're researching here in Munich?
I'm a real estate
I read your
lawyer,
last
dude.
book, you know.
Really? Well, that's above and beyond the call of duty.
Not at all. I love detective fiction. Philip Marlowe or that. The Voodoo murders. That was based on a real case, was it not?
Loosely. So you know nothing about the mutilation killings?
Well, only that those missing zoo wolves have attacked and partially eaten people out in the country. If you are researching this case, Annette, I would be happy to assist. It's rather exciting, isn't it? I mean, you don't plan on getting too close to the actual wolves, I hope.
I'd rather not. Well, thanks for your offer. I may take you up on that. Your letter mentioned that the title transfer for the Ritter estate went through?
Yes, we had a bit of a task proving that you were a legitimate blood heir, but well, that's all settled now. I must tell you, we were beginning to get quite worried about the Ritter holdings. Well, we've had a policy, my grandfather really, of waiving our fees for important old accounts, but unfortunately the government is not so generous. It was quite a miracle when you appeared, Mr. Knight.
Prodigal son makes good. Is there anything special I should know about Munich?
No, you shouldn't have any problems. You've picked up a little German, haven't you? You've been here, what, almost a year?
Oh my God.
I mean, I have been here that long.
That's embarrassing.
But my faculty for languages leaves some to be desired.
Well, most Germans speak a little English. If you need anything translated, you can always bring it to me.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'd better get going.
Well, enjoy your stay.
Jesus Christ, this guy's gonna be a nightmare client. I know that look. Oh, am I gonna have to deal with him all the time? Okay, so there's also an exit this way? Is that different? No, they both go the same way. Okay, so I guess we are supposed to go elsewhere to progress any story? So apparently there's things left to do in all of these places. But like, do what? What am I doing at this point? There's just nothing. Oh, thank God. Okay, maybe this is related and will actually start giving us something. There is a lot of background cooing. There'll be a twist, don't worry. The pigeon was actually the werewolf the whole time. Well, that is some good effects. Oh man, I threw all these rocks at this wolf and just didn't do anything. An important scene for the mystery. What? What was happening there?
Canis lupus lupus, European wolf. Canis lupus. Canis.
Nope. Please, I'm trying to exit.
I'm not sure what it says, but it's not the exit.
That's
exit
not
is Osgang. It's one of the few words I do know.
That's not just on the game, by the way. That's also I just can't click very well. I'm using my left hand to do everything. Dog. Hey, look at the dog.
Here, Wolf. Come on, boy. Here, Wolfie. Come on. Come on, Wolfie, Wolfie. Come on. Come on. Get the heck over here, will ya?
That does not seem like a big enough fence for these wolves. Come on, buddy. Come on. Aw. Dang. Me when I want to pet the wolf? Oh. Okay, so we're gonna try and get him away from his cart and steal something from it.
Excuse me.
I guess.
You speak English?
Yes?
Great. Mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, okay.
Mind if I ask some questions? Hey, how about them Mets?
I suppose you were around when those wolves escaped.
No, I don't work at night.
But you must have been here the next day, right? That people were pretty upset, what, with the police and everything?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that day was super crazy.
Can you tell me about it?
Tell you what?
Who the fuck are you? What do the wolves look like? Could you describe them for me? I've got a sketch artist here. We're gonna...
What do the two missing wolves look like, anyway?
Hilda was pretty. She had much white on her chest. And Parzival, he was bigger, thicker, more in the chest. He was 5 or 6 years old, maybe. Much darker than Hilda.
Dark? Dark what?
Dark gray. Both were gray. And most of the wolves here are. Hilda was light, but they get darker when they get older.
Is that right?
This guy's very helpful.
So, what do you think about these killings? Pretty scary, huh? Do you ever think those two wolves could do something like this?
I don't believe it is possible. Hilda and Parzival were fine with me, just like all the other wolves. Hilda, she liked to play. She was so young still.
She did.
They are wild animals.
So, how'd the wolves escape, anyway?
Well, you see, the fence is
Dr.
very
Klingman
little.
says the gate was left open after the night feeding.
What do you think?
The gate is heavy. It shuts itself. Maybe something was in the way. Maybe a rock. I don't know. I'm only glad it was not me there. The boy who works that night has been, you know.
Oh, fired? No, executed.
Fired.
It's Germany.
Fired.
Damn.
These wolves are fascinating, aren't they? I tried calling one over, but they weren't too obliging.
Yeah, some people try that all day.
Is there any chance you could take me inside the kennel?
Yeah,
I'd
there's
really
some
like to see one of
assholes
the
like
wolves up
that.
Close, kind of a research thing.
No way. No one will enter the kennel without authorization.
Can you authorize just stepping over it? Because that's really short. Like, look at this fence.
Have you worked here long?
Thomas. Almost 1 whole year.
A year? Wow. I noticed you were pretty calm walking in that kennel. Guess wild animals don't bother you, huh?
Why are you watching me?
The wolves. They are lazy during the day.
Oh. Hey, thank you for your time.
Whatever.
Like, all of these fences are kind of killing me.
Can I ask you something else?
Yes.
I am glad that everybody else is as annoyed by Gabriel as I am currently. And that's it? Okay, there's something... Alright,
I'd really like to get a closer look at one of those wolves.
Why? I mean, okay, I know why. They're cute. That's fair.
That must be the entrance to the wolf habitat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I probably need a thing to distract him. God, the sounds here. Ah, I know. Use knife on man. That's an easy solve. There we are. Like, of course. Okay, now that he's gone?
That must be the entrance to the wolf.
No, come on. Listen. That would definitely solve the riddle here. You read my manuscript. Maybe we can put him to sleep. Those zoo sounds. They really like their, like, ape in heat that they have. Oh, here, we could do this. He's not a, like, vet or something, though. Like, he's not, like, a biologist. He's just zoo guy. Okay. Yeah, there's still stuff I can do there, apparently.
I can't read much of it, but they give the name of the zoo. It's in Thalkirken. The name of the detective on the case is Liebe, from the police station near Prinsrud Gentenplatz.
Anything else I'm missing?
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Maybe we can show the officer the wolf print? Although it said there was nothing to do there, right? Yeah. I'm gonna stay here. There's something to do, apparently.
I suppose that's... The Ubers have a nice setup here.
Okay. Let's talk about how maybe there's, like, a pixel hunt that I'm missing. I can't do anything with that. It just goes out in the wood.
It's a water trough.
Water trough again.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Thank you. Take the keys. The only thing I can think of is to show him this? Like, that didn't work. Yeah, like... Huh. So the hint system is just, oh, there's things to do in these areas.
I'm not sure
and
what
that's it. There's no other screens here at all. We can just leave. This thing is kind of inscrutable. We out here looking for some Canis lupus lupus. Good to see you, Quality Pants. How you doing? Yeah, I can't, like, mid-conversation get an item. Well, once again, it's gonna start looking right away at guides because, boy, there's just nothing here. Wait, there is an exit off of here that we just missed? I went through all the screens. What the? Is there a way to, like, oh my god, please. Is it here, maybe? No, I just back out. Because apparently there's an administration office.
That must be the entrance.
Which, that would be great. Should let us visit the rest of the zoo, you'd think. Looking at some cool animals would be more exciting than pretty much anything else we've done so far. Okay, that... Where is this exit? Okay, once you're done, exit off to the left to enter the administration building. There is no left exit. Like... Definitely an office you can get to and interview a guy. This all exits the same way. This side does not have an exit. There's the one here, but then that just goes to that other screen where we can look at getting into the kennels. Which we can't do. Do we have to wait for him to leave and then we can go? No?
I'm not sure what it says, but it's not the heck.
Like... I've talked to him all the way through. I've asked him everything. See,
Hey.
the last thing is just asking him about himself, which he just says the same thing.
So you carry a walkie-talkie?
Oh, wait.
The zoo is big.
There's more?
Who normally gives you
Is that what it is?
instructions over that thing?
I just haven't talked to him enough.
Kitchen, sometimes the health unit. For something really important, a Dr. Klingman himself will call me.
Dr. Klingman? Who's this Dr. Klingman you mentioned?
Dr. Klingman is in charge of the mammal division.
So I should speak to him about seeing the wolves up close.
You can try, but he won't let you.
Perhaps. Where could I find him?
In the administration area.
Thanks. Hey, thank you for your time.
Whatever.
Fucking Americans. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. I needed to talk to him 3 times about himself to get him to reveal this. Sure.
Kommen Sie. Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
I'm afraid my German isn't very good. My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
What can I do for you, Mr. Knight?
I'm researching a new book, and I hear you're the expert in these parts. Could you spare a moment?
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
So, wolves, huh?
I don't see anything in the bookcase but German textbooks.
It's almost like he's a professional in the middle of his workday.
I don't see anything in the... Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves. Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves.
Looks like office equipment back there. A walkie-talkie. Didn't Thomas have one like that?
Okay, so we'll want to swipe one somehow or do something with it.
Could I ask you some questions?
Yes.
I don't know, why the fuck else did I let you sit
You
down?
don't mind if I record this, do you?
That's fine.
So, you're in charge of the zoo's mammal divisions?
Yes.
What kind of training do you need for that, Doc?
I realize you Americans hate titles, but people refer to me as Herr Dr. Klingmann here. Herr Doctor will also do.
Sorry.
I have a doctorate from Heidelberg University. My field is animal behaviorist.
Fascinating.
To be fair, if you also did that in the U.S. and just went up to docs and went, "Hey, doc, what you doing?" They'd also be like, "Hey, I'm a doc. Can you not? Don't do that. What the fuck are you doing?" Okay, so I guess I had to hit himself a bunch of times, or it won't finish it.
I see you're particularly interested in
okay.
wolves.
Yes, I'm quite well known for my wolf research.
I've gotten the same.
You must have been horrified
people
when
doing it
two of
more
your
than
wolves
once,
escaped then.
Yes, it has been very unsettling.
What kind of wolf research do you do, Herr Doctor?
I study wolf society here and in the wild.
Any insights?
Only
Literally
that
my
there is
entire
a
career.
Purity
Yes.
to nature which human society lacks.
Meaning?
Life, reproduction, death. In nature there's a purpose to it, even if that purpose isn't pretty. We humans have forgotten our purpose.
We have.
Yes. Does a male lion say to the female, "I'm sorry, but I'm afraid to make a commitment"? Does a female wolf run off and leave her offspring to the male because she wants to mate with another wolf? Do hyenas need psychotherapy because they are guilty about their thieving nature?
You have a point.
Which I'm afraid I have overstated.
Not at all. Do your fellow scientists share your views?
Not often, no. Fortunately, I have found others who do.
So he is signaling way too hard that he's the werewolf. He can't be the werewolf. If he is, then this game would be not... This game was really highly regarded for the time. I wouldn't think that they would like it that much.
One of your
if it was that
boys out
obvious.
front, Greg, was it?
No, there's no Greg on staff here.
Greg?
You mean Thomas?
Really?
Thomas, right. Anyway, he's the one that said to talk to you. Because I was wondering if there was any way I could get a closer look at one of the wolves for research.
I'm afraid this is not possible.
No?
We don't show our wolves to anyone. We must protect what privacy the creatures have.
Really? Well, gosh.
Also, why would you need
Guess
to get
that's
up to
that.
them? Also, for what purpose would I possibly let a novelist who has no training or anything get in there and just like... I just want to hug
Mind
the
if we
wolf.
talk briefly about the missing wolves?
Is this relevant to your book?
Oh, yeah. You see, wolves are major characters in my new novel, and this case is quite unusual, isn't it?
I suppose it is. Very well. Actually, I know very little about the case, but I will tell you what I can.
Appreciate it.
Like, yeah, it's probably safe to let this guy hang out with some wild carnivores. Just throw him in the pen. It's cool.
How long have the wolves been missing?
It's not like our zoo's been in trouble
It's
recently.
been about 2 months.
Jeez. Whew, that's a while, isn't it? Strange the police haven't seen hide nor hair of them, so to speak.
Believe me, your sentiment is shared by the German public.
I mean, they're wolves from Europe, in Europe. It seems like, I don't know, there's maybe woods? Germany's not a bit just one big city.
Do you think the zoo wolves are responsible for the mutilation killings?
That is yet to be proven.
Because I've been wondering, what else could it be?
No, but do you think that they are?
Wild
That's why
wolves,
we're asking
maybe?
you.
Unfortunately, there are very few wild wolves left in Germany. Most were killed off by hunters decades ago.
Most.
A few remain in the Alps. But so close to a city like Munich, it's highly unlikely.
Any other suggestions?
I'm afraid I'm as confused as anyone, Mr. Knight.
What I don't see is why wolves, if the killers are wolves, why wolves would attack humans.
Wolves are predators. Most carnivores are potential man-eaters given hunger enough and opportunity.
Weren't the zoo wolves raised among humans?
Yes.
So?
And therefore, they are not afraid of us.
Yes, when they get hungry.
I suppose. How does a wolf choose its victims?
Have you ever heard of the language of death?
No.
You may have heard that wolves often choose the young, the old, or the sick as prey. Until recently, many thought this was some sort of natural selection going on, survival of the fittest. But now some of us are finding it is much more complicated than that. We have observed, for example, wolves surround a sick moose cow. The creature was helpless, yet she stood up and glared back at her would-be killers. The wolves dispersed. Or a healthy bull who ran off alone when he sensed wolves, making himself an easy target for no apparent reason. Researchers now believe that there's a kind of primal language going on. I am death, the wolf says. Are you ready to go? And the victim, by its actions, says, yes, I am ready, or no, you will not take me now.
What if their prey doesn't know the language of death?
This is a big problem, particularly for the wolves.
What if they
when
ask
wolves come
nicely
across
and the
domesticated
animals
who
doesn't
do
know
not
how to respond?
play the game,
What
they're
if-
confused. They start slaughtering and they have no sense for when to stop. That is why farmers have hunted wolves to extinction in most parts of the world.
What if, for example, they didn't know the language, like they were
Certainly gives me
an
something to
American
think
from
about.
New Orleans in Germany, and they just didn't understand how to do the language of death, and so they were just like, "Oh shit, sprechen Sie English?" Would the wolves kill them for that?
Yes.
I don't see anything.
All right.
Thank you for your time, Doctor.
Not at all.
and see if Tomas comes back.
I'd really like to get a closer look at one of those wolves.
I would too, man.
I'd really like to get...
I'll say. Maybe we were just waiting for Tomas to be here the first time? I guess so. Nope, still stuff to do here. Apparently. Oh, the fence kills me, yeah. Yeah, it's wildly low. How could these wolves have possibly escaped? I am back again. Maybe we should have... I forgot about this.
I'd rather ask someone who's not involved. This guy's a little too close to the fire not to be reflecting heat.
He's also somebody that would probably be an expert on wolf paws. I don't know. Why ask that guy? So one thing is, we've got... Oh, well, wait, we were recording Thomas?
I have to load a tape first.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Have you worked here long, Tomas?
Wow, that seems...
Almost 1 whole year.
intrusive.
Who's this Dr. Klingman you mentioned? Dr. Klingman is in charge of the mammal division.
Okay. So if we've got the walkie-talkies, we can do some shit there, right? That's what that is. Call one or the other. Because we even asked about... Which is probably why we were like, who's the guy outside? What's his name again? Greg? Oh, it's Thomas. So that we could get him saying Tomas.
If I'm gonna do a splice, I'll need a source tape in Deck A. I need to pick a... I don't want to overwrite what's on that tape.
Okay.
I can't see any reason to make a splice off that tape.
Gotcha. Oh boy. Like, seeing if we can get, like, can you come to the office or something? Why would he talk to Tomas in English? That feels like a weird thing for him to do. Maybe Tomas, Dr. Klingman here. I'm quite well.
I don't think that's what I need.
Wow, this is... Yeah, there's a lot of options for what you can do here, and they're looking for something exceptionally specific, huh?
It's getting there, but the man is a bit uptight about formal address.
Oh, maybe Herr Dr. Klingman? Also, getting each individual word like this would make it very obvious.
I don't think that's what
No.
I need. Now it's time to shoot for the grand prize.
Yeah, okay. I got that.
Now it's time.
Great. Show. Oh, here we go. I see.
Thomas, Herr Dr. Klingman here. Show our wolves to Mr. Knight.
Yeah, okay. And Dr. Klingman here. Unfortunately, Air Knight is American. Tell him to die. I am Thomas, Dr. Klingman. I am Dr. Gravewolf. Yeah. That's fun. I definitely like that. It's a clever thing to do. It makes you feel smart for it to be open-ended. Yeah, Tomas will certainly have no follow-up questions. Now all I need is a walkie-talkie somehow.
A walkie-talkie.
It just happens as I... Okay, can I...
A walkie-talkie. A walkie-talkie.
Yeah, should I... Do I just use it? Wait, no. Fuck. Okay, so I don't pick it up. Oh my god. Here. There we go. Yeah, it's very convenient that he leaves the instant that we solve the thing. I kind of hate the convenience of that, and they've done that a couple times.
Thomas? Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas here.
Herr Dr. Klingman here. Show our wolves to Mr. Knight?
Ja, okay, Herr Doctor.
Yeah, surely no follow-up questions. Also, this is some extreme lengths that we're going to see some wolves. That may have nothing to do with anything. Like, there's so little to go on for this as a plot right now. This is just the man who really wants to pet a very big dog.
I have orders to show you one of the wolves.
Really? That would be swell.
Please stay calm and go slow. They don't like strangers.
That's okay, I'm just gonna get their fingerprints. We're seeing some wolves. DOS gaming.
This is a special treat I use to make them come to me. They love it. Marguerite, komm hier. Komm mal hier, Mädchen.
Oh, look at that pupper.
Marguerite, schau mal, was ich hier habe. Komm mal hier.
Oh, good pupper. Yeah. Speaking of good animals.
Hey, girl. Good girl.
Ach, how strange. She likes you.
I have a way with women.
Hi. We got the kitty.
He's wearing a tag.
All the wolves here wear them.
Hi. Okay.
Don't do that. Stop that at once.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Sorry.
don't just touch the wild animal. You cannot pet the doggy. Do you want to close the
You
gate?
should not have done that, Mr. Knight.
She seems so tame, just like a dog.
Wolf is not dog, Mr. Knight.
Sorry, really.
Yeah. Well, at least nothing happened. Are you done here now?
Yeah, thanks. I'll put in a good word for you with Klingman.
Oh, wunderbar.
And now we can never go to the zoo again, because, like, this is going to get around, right? Like, you'd think that people would figure this out, that we were an asshole that recorded him, and then fucking... Oh. I hope they actually address that, because you'd think that they would basically call the cops, I would think. This is a good way to get in real fucking trouble. For example, getting mauled by wolves. Oh, kitty. Hi, you're back again, huh? Hello, emus. Good to see you. Okay.
Klingman's back there.
Wait, we're doing this while he's just in the closet and he doesn't notice? Huh. Wanna come over? What are we doing? Still stuff to do with Valkirchen. Which, like, fair enough? Like, what are we even doing now? I didn't even press anything, but sure.
Hair for Marguerite. It's gray.
Great. Like, what is that? What does that have to do with anything at all?
I don't see anything in the bookcase but German.
There we go. I was like, wait a minute. His coat? This man is absolutely getting arrested.
Mr. Knight? I'm afraid I was just about to leave.
Oh, that's all right. Perhaps another day.
Perhaps. Good luck with your work, Mr. Knight. After you?
Don't stay in my office.
Klingman's office is locked.
Would it being locked stop us? I feel like break and enter is just an easy thing to do from here.
It looks like a receipt.
Okay. From 1818 Josef Strasse. Joseph Street. For something?
There's some carbon on the back, but I can't make out what it says.
I guess my thing is it just doesn't feel like there's enough for us to go on for any of these things, and the stakes don't seem very high. Or, like, involving us really at all. Like, we're just doing this to do our novel thing, but we haven't seen anything ourselves. All we've seen is a newspaper that we couldn't read that said something about a murder. Kind of an asshole, too. I mean, I can deal with that to a certain extent.
Maybe later. I've got other things on my mind at the moment.
Like, you can have your protagonist be a bit of a prick. But it helps to feel like there's a motivation that we care about, right?
Lots of neat
Like, so where is... I'm wondering if we have to just find what he was buying? Like... that way.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
He's not doing this to write his novel. He's doing it to avoid his novel. True.
Just more buildings down this way.
It's like a city or something. At least it's not house chores. It is much improved from Phantasmagoria for a bunch of reasons. But it's still a really slow burn.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
I guess we'll go back to see the lawyer, because he's like the only person that speaks English that we know, so we can be like, hey, where the fuck is this? Can you give me some advice? What kind of laws would I have broken by? Oh, I don't know. Breaking into a zoo, stealing from a man's jacket, that kind of thing. Specifically, this receipt. What would this receipt possibly have been that I stole? Would that have get me in extra trouble based on what it is?
Germans, always in a hurry.
He's sauntering.
Ah, hi. Have a seat, please.
How are you?
Do you know anyone with a background in animal biology?
Animal biology for your research?
Right.
Let me think. I have one client who's a professor at the university. Maybe he knows someone there. Let me check. Ja, Herr Dr. Speigal, bitte. Herr Dr. Speigal? Ja, wie geht's Ihnen? Ich bin's, Übergrau. Ich bräuchte den Namen eines Experten in Tierbiologie. Oh. Das könnte funktionieren. Ja? Ja, sehr gut. Recht herzlichen Dank. Ihnen auch. Auf Wiederhören. So. Good. There is a lab at the University Biology Department. They may be able to help you there. Just tell them Herr Dr. Speigal sent you.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Okay.
What is a jagshine? Does that make sense?
Yeah, Jagdschein. It is a permit for killing animals, you know, a sport.
You mean hunting? It's a hunting license?
Yes, hunting license.
What would a zoo official want with a hunting license?
That is weird.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Alright, we'll just act normal. I asked him out of the hunting license. I came into my lawyer's office, said, hey, what's a hunting license? And they went, it's for hunting? And they went, weird. Anyways, have a good day. And then left.
Guess I'd better get going.
Well, enjoy your stay.
Jesus Christ, this client. We're gonna give this man an aneurysm. Our own personal Google Translate. Okay, so we need to go to the university? Where's the university? There we go. University. I don't know. I don't speak German. That could be anywhere.
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Hi, is there someone here that speaks English?
I speak English. Were you looking for the biology lab?
Yes, my name's Gabriel Knight. I was recommended to you by Herr Dr. Spiegel.
Yes, my name is Michael.
Sorry, Mr. Lab Assistant. You have to speak up. The music is very loud here. Thank God.
Looks like a good hot dog roaster.
Are we an idiot? Hey, Petty, good to see you. We might be.
That's me, Gabriel Knight. This looks like medical stuff to me. I hate that kind of crap. Ugh. Reminds me of biology classes. Except I never took biology classes.
Canonically just the biggest, world's biggest idiot.
I need to show him what I've got.
Unzips pants.
Could you
What kind of an animal am I? I mean, it's from a wolf. We know it's from a wolf because we took it. What's he analyzing?
What kind of hair is it?
Well, I was kind of hoping you'd tell me.
Probably I can.
A wolf? Like...
It's canine, I think. Gray. The tips are lighter, which indicates something with a thick undercoat.
Can you identify the species?
Let me see.
We just love stealing shit, huh? He's just addicted to taking anything on any desk not nailed down.
It's not dog hair. It looks more like wolf.
Okay.
Aha! Here it is. Canis lupus lupus, European wolf.
Terrific. Thank you.
No problem.
What the fuck was the point? Yep, that's a wolf, all right, that we pulled it off of. Oh, well, I wouldn't have known that. I just got it out of the wolf kennel at the
I
zoo.
need to show him what I've got.
It only took me 2 hours of puzzling to do.
This looks like meth.
We broke into a wolf cage to get hairs off of wolf, to then find a lab that would analyze it and tell us, yep, them's wolves. Did we get, like, a recording of this? No? What was the point?
I need to show him what I've...
I guess show him this?
Could you look at
This makes more sense. This is
Okay.
actually relevant.
God, this is heavy. What is this, man?
It's all out of plaster Paris.
Well.
Ah, very large, Mr. Knight. Thank you.
Yeah. Wolf?
Really? Can you tell what species?
It is impossible to tell from a print, except...
Except?
Yeah, I thought so. It is very big for a wolf. Very big. Looks like maybe 68, 70 kilograms.
And that's big for a wolf.
This is huge. Most wolves don't weigh so much as they look. The hair is thicker, which makes them look bigger. But that's why I checked the book. Most species don't get so big.
How big does Canis lupus lupus get?
On average, 38 to 40 kilograms. North American wolf, 35 kilograms. Only the Alaskan timber wolf maybe gets so big, but even for that species, 70 kilograms would be huge.
Very interesting. Thanks.
Okay, we've gotten one thing that feels vaguely relevant.
All right. Thanks.
Goodbye.
All right. So now we go back to the house and we say, yep, everyone says it's wolf. Bye, we're done. Like, I'm still waiting for a hook. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want there to be an attack on Gabriel, or, like, him to come back to the house and something's been broken and there's, like, wolf hair on something. So it's like, oh my god, like, we're actually in danger. There's something that's involving us in this mystery. As is, it's just people asked us to do a thing and we went, well, I guess I'm obligated. And it just feels so uncompelling. The idea that we're traveling all over Germany to do a mystery because someone said, well, aren't you a guy? Yeah, they did loan me this Volkswagen Golf. Like, and I can leave my gigantic mansion and my book writing that's very important to sit in their, like, entryway and sleep on their couch. It just doesn't make sense to me from, like, the character's perspective as to why we would bother doing all this. And maybe it's more explained because of the first game, because it talks about us being a shadow hunter. Schattenjäger. So I guess that maybe they want you to have played the first game. But even in the manual, they don't even tell you, like, any of the background of it. They just say, oh, you should look in the last game. Okay, well, like, that doesn't really help you. Like, Broken Sword starts with you actually at the site of the initial murder that you then investigate. Exactly. Like, a lot of puzzle games will do that. Or, again, give you some big inciting reason, right? Like, when you played something like Day of the Tentacle, right away, you watch the tentacle get mutated and, like, you get shot throughout time. Okay, well, now you need to get back. Like, right away you have a big thing that, like, shit, we're in trouble. Everyone has to do a thing because we're in imminent danger. And I don't mind a slow burn, but you need that initial hook. You need something to be interesting. Like, it doesn't even have to be that there's, like, a big, scary thing that we get attacked or whatever. But there has to then be, like, something weird about the entire thing. Like, you need the mystery side of it thing to hook you in, right? Like, there needs to be some kind of clever twist that you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would I, like, it needs to engage you. And this one, it's like, well, there's wolves loose, and all the stuff says that it's wolf. There's a wolf print, and now you went into the zoo and you got wolf hair, and it's just wolves. Like, it's okay. Well, but the townspeople say it's not, so you should keep investigating because they say it's not, so maybe you should do something? I don't know. You're like, I guess? What? Why? Like, there needs to be a thing. This game was wildly popular with romance, slow burn, novel reading women, as I understand it. I mean, I guess. But it feels like there needs to be more. If you remember correctly, it does pick up a bit eventually. I'm not saying that it'll stay this slow the whole time. I'd fucking hope not. But it has been over 2 hours. Like, it's not terrible, but there has to be more than this in the first few hours of the game. Like, I have more of a life than this. I'm okay with, after an initial setup, for it to then be this slow. I'm more than okay with it being that slow after a setup. But it has to be after the setup. You've got to give me a reason to care about doing this much just random bullshit. Because it's also, like, the clues aren't really anything either. It's directionless on that end. Which, that can be neat if it feels like I'm solving the mystery. But all I'm doing is, like, why am I bothering? Is what it feels like. Like, there's no twist here at all yet. There's nothing that's telling me that I need to be involved at all. Everything is just saying, wolf, 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 wolf. It's a wolf. I don't know. You're in this small town. Wolf. Like, okay. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, why does he care? Why are we still doing this? I guess try and talk to the...
Klingman's office is locked.
No, it's closed. Okay. So, like... What are we doing? There's still more at the university? And something apparently at the farm. Yeah, the game starts exactly on a bunch of people going... Like... What it starts on is a woman that you don't know telling Gabriel to come downstairs because people are asking for him, and then being like, no, 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 you have to wear your amulet first. So it feels manipulative right off the start, and he's like, fine, I'll wear my amulet. And then when he wears his amulet, the townspeople go, well, you're wearing your amulet, aren't you the person that has to do our bidding? And he goes, yeah, I guess. And he kind of looks at her, and they're like, well, you have to do this. You have to. And keep bothering him, and he tries to get out of it a bunch of times, and then he's like, okay, I guess I'll go check it out, and then that's it. Like, I'll go check it out. Ugh. So, like, there's no hook anywhere. Even for the character, it doesn't feel like there's a reason for him to do this. what the hell else is here?
The Ubers have a nice set. I suppose that's for tending those windows.
Oh yeah, this is nowhere near, like... This isn't terrible by any means, but it just didn't... I wish that it could get to the point. Wait. No, okay. That's still just in here. What else are we supposed to do in this area? This is Sierra bullshit thing I mentioned. Yeah, I'm trying to be Pixel Honey. I just cannot seem to find whatever the hell it is. If you know exactly what it is, Boix, go ahead and tell me. I'd like to see if we can find a little bit more of why people like this game. Because currently, it's not compelling to me in the slightest. Oh, there we go, okay. A bit of fabric from the girl's dress or something.
Something's been here. Maybe the thing that killed Yuba's daughter. Just looks like reddish hair to me.
Okay. So we needed the wolf hair to compare it. Yeah, that makes more sense, finally. Although, again, just because of the fact that, like, this is set out in such a way that our character doesn't even care about it. They either needed to have him be more engaged and be like, oh my god, like, that's horrible. I need to go out there right now. I need to find information for my book and, like, help these poor people out. Like, make him feel compelled to do it and therefore make me feel compelled to be involved in this. Or, honestly, when we found that hair, to have there be, like, a bit of blood on the ground, or something that would point it as like, oh, something did happen here. Like, make it feel more serious. I don't know, there needed to be something. Just for me.
Hello,
Just my opinion. The only opinion that matters because it's my list!
Could you look at this hair sample now?
Yeah.
This is not the same as the other hair.
It isn't.
No, very different. Maybe wolf, though. Same as the other, but not the same species.
Not the same species, are you sure?
Let me see. Yeah. It's definitely not Canis lupus lupus. It doesn't match any of the other wolf species in the book either. It's not dog hair.
So? What is it?
It could be, how do you say, mix-up?
A mix-up? You mean a hybrid?
Hybrid. Oh, is that when the wolf and the dog?
Okay.
Yeah, could be a hybrid, maybe. Wolf, dog, two wolf species, a wolf and something else. Otherwise, I'm not sure. It's more wolf than dog, but it doesn't match any species in the book, you see?
I see. Thanks.
Could a hybrid get as big as whatever made that paw print?
Sure. The hybrid might be bigger than the wolf. If the other species were big, a very big dog, perhaps. You see, the paw print looks like a wolf, but that doesn't mean that the whole animal looks like a wolf.
I see. Yeah, the first game ends with him being sent an amulet. Yeah, like I can see how they would want you to have played the first game, but they need a better hook from this game, because here, like, I just want to show here, because I did read it, but this is the entirety of the intro in the manual too, because a lot of the time, and I don't think it's as compelling, but it was very common, at least, for these games to put, like, the previously on, essentially, inside of the manual, right? This is it. This is the only thing. Welcome to the dark and lonely world of the Shadowhunter. When last we traveled to the Twilight with Gabriel Knight, he was in New Orleans doing research for a book on the occult. That research might have shown Gabriel a bit more than he wanted to see. About voodoo and about his own destiny. He spent the last year at his family's castle in Germany writing a fictionalized account of his experiences of the supernatural. But Gabriel is about to discover that his future as a Schattenjäger will not wait. If Gabriel will not seek out his destiny, it will find him, no matter where he is. It is as near as a knock at the door. That's it. That's the intro. That's the previously on. And then it's just him being like, I don't wanna. And I mean, if he will not seek out his destiny, it will find him. It was politely asking. It was just people going, hey, could you do this for me? I guess. God, fuck. Like, that's not how you want the compelling start to your story to be. Certainly not how I would want it.
Oh, wait a minute. I should give you a report to take with you. Yeah.
Sure.
It summarizes my impressions of the two hair samples
What?
and the paw prints.
This guy's very helpful.
Great. I appreciate it.
Good luck, Mr. Knight.
Okay, so now I'm guessing we can talk to the cops, maybe? There's more stuff to do at the farm. Maybe we go to the lawyer again? Kind of feels like the lawyer is, for some reason, integral to what we're doing. Like, this doesn't make sense either. Yes, yeah. The disinterested protagonist can absolutely work, but then you need a hook for the audience, right?
How are you?
And this is a very open world, just solve the mystery. But there's not, like, a main thrust to the mystery at all. And our protagonist is not interested.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Kind of nothing.
Well, I guess I'd better get going.
Well, let's get some, you know what? Yeah, some good meats,
Blood
though.
sausage, head cheese, pork innards. I don't think she speaks much English. Besides, she only wants to talk about white sausages.
Well, sounds like you should get some white sausages. She seems like she'd know what she's talking about.
Maybe later. Rat House. That's a town hall. Rittersburg has one too.
Okay. Right. Sure. Yeah, I'm certainly not against the disinterested protagonist, and I'm not against the slow burn. But also, you have to then have something. You can't have disinterested protagonists, slow burn, and no hook and stuff at the beginning. You've got to give something to people. I feel like a dog without a bone.
I'd give it a shot, but so much for the old zoo wolves theory. Unfortunately, the report doesn't exactly reek of another solution.
Sure doesn't.
So much for the...
This is definitely feeling a little
I'd give it a shot, but I
Phantasmagoria
don't speak the
2.
language.
Electric Boogaloo. I'm just like, God, I'm continuing to play just to try and find. Okay, so what's the compelling part? Where's the part that people like?
Even their
about
trash
this?
cans are clean in this city.
Where's the thing that like is then suddenly compelling? What brings this together? It's really well polished, but it's also nothing. I have like no idea where to go right now. We've been here before. There's the clock tower and a statue, sure. I can't see any reason why we would care about that yet. Oh, we haven't seen this.
Swiss and German watches.
Sure.
I've already got a watch, thank you.
Okay. Gabriel Knight's shopping trip. Was the busker really playing a gussied up version of the Saints Go Marching In? Yes, yeah, absolutely. There's still more here, apparently. I'm a big fan of like the way that they do the fast travel. I think that just like having the underground looks really good. That kind of stuff is great. There's a ton of polish in this. It looks really nice. That panning shot of walking through town is just incredible, honestly. For the time, that was rad as shit.
That's where I made the cast of the paw print.
Yep, sure is. Yeah, it's no Deep Space Nine Harbinger. Good lord. Hey, would you like to walk across the station again? Did you know that we've lovingly rendered all of Deep Space Nine? All of it? I mean, there's no people in it, but we rendered all of it? God. Do we call somebody now? Maybe I write a note to... Oh, I need to write stuff, sure.
Better let Gracie know I'm on a new case.
Sure. Okay, so there's a reason for us to go to the post office then. But yeah, compare this to like here's like a little thing. And I mean, I don't know if there's a good way to do it other than maybe just remind you by having him talk to himself, but there's lots of that in these games anyway. Compare this to like Tex Murphy, which I really liked Tex Murphy. Tex Murphy does have the hooks right away. And when you come in, like, it would have a similar thing to this, to like doing the note-taking, which would be your answering machine. But you'd go into your office and there'd be a blinking light because you'd be like, oh shit, yeah, oh, my answering machine's going. And then there's a reason for you to go and do the stuff. Like, why am I going to look back at these notes? Earlier it said that I don't have a reason to do it. So eventually you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna not do anything
Who
with
should I
that.
call?
Like, it just... There's some, like, basic upkeep kind of everyday stuff, which is okay, but also then it doesn't really prompt you to it, and it's... I guess that you're supposed to feel more in the character of Gabriel Knight, but going around and mailing my letters and calling my friends is, like, not why I got the game. Even if it does lead to more interesting story, it's not the thing that I'm thinking about, right? You need a nudge for some of that. Alright, let's drive into the post office. We're talking about the long empty corridors, and this is a little bit of like that, honestly, but I will definitely forgive it in that this is actually, like, really cool for the time. Like, going through this panning shot is really neat. I can see how that would have been like, wow. In '94, this would have been really cool to see. I looked everywhere for that street, for the 1818.
What should I mail? Better mail that letter to Gracie.
Yeah, we've clicked on, like, every shop window that we can. I don't think that it's just find the place. It was more that it, we found out the receipt was for a hunting license, so I don't think the address is as important as, because it might even be his address.
It's a receipt. There's some carbon on the back.
Like, I don't know, maybe, but I can't seem to find anything that... Like, I've panned through every scene here, and I can't seem to see anywhere that it would actually match. And none of the street names are the same either. Alright, let me just see. I'm looking at a guide here because I want to see if we can get to something that's a little bit more interesting. Oh, there is a hunting lodge down there. And I just can't seem to find it.
That's me, Gabe.
Just more buildings down.
More buildings. 'Cause it said that it was further down? Like, this is the post office, sure. After that's done, head further down the street. on the right. Find the brown doors on the right and click on them. That sure looks like
Just
the
more
brown
buildings
doors.
down this way. Just more.
It's not those ones.
I'd give it a shot.
Where are we finding this? The other thing is, okay, like 1818 Josefstrasse. So that must be his address, not the store's. Because this is not Josefstrasse. Oh! Is that? No? Okay, fuck. It looked like it was like on a specific spot. Huh. Maybe there's another specific thing I need to do first? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, apparently I have to talk to the lawyer, maybe? But I already talked to the lawyer about the hunting license. And we didn't have anything else to talk to him about. Oof.
It's a receipt for... There's some carbon on the back.
You thought it was after
There's
he
some
read the whole thing? I mean,
It's a receipt for... It's a receipt...
like, I don't know. Seems like we've done that.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
I'm not sure why I'd want to show him that.
Okay, yeah, then.
That's me.
That's me, Gabriel Knight. Okay, all the way across, I guess. I'm more and more with a lot of the Sierra games. I'm feeling the Final Fantasy like 12 problem. I think is what it was.
Just more buildings down this way.
Ugh. How many shop windows have we checked? All of them. Also, all the guides
Just
say
more
that it is
buildings
here.
down this way.
Like that it's past the post office. Here, let me look again. Go to the police station, go back to the farm. Look at the invoice. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I see what we have to do. You want to see the obtuse shit that we have to do first. I got it. I found a different one that actually tells us a very obtuse thing. Woof.
Koeniglitz A. Rich Hafjadlodge, 54 Dienerstrasse.
Because he can't read backwards without a mirror. And there's nothing about it being backwards on this. Like, it's not like you can see that that's backwards at all. It's too blurry. Oh, I guess maybe you can, sure. But, like, really? I can see organization. Oh, German's just English backwards. It makes sense
I was hoping for a
now.
Mercedes. No point in going back in there at the moment.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, this is like the Final Fantasy 12 problem for me. Maybe read a little small, but I remember the big thing at the time is everybody was like, no, Final Fantasy, I think it was 12. It was 12 or 13 or something. They're like, no, it's amazing. It gets amazing once you get through the tutorial stuff. Like, once you're through the beginning of the game, it's fantastic. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, it's really boring at the start, but it does get better. Oh, well, how long does that take? Well, I mean, it's like 20, 25 hours. It's like, fuck you. And I'm feeling a little bit like that about a lot of the Sierra games. Like, no. Okay, listen. You just gotta go for like 5-6 hours, and then there's a hook. Then it gets interesting. Yeah, once you get to the open world part, 40 hours in, it's great. Jesus Christ.
Entschuldige Sie bitte, aber das ist ein privater Club.
Guten Tag. We get.
Oh God, you have mistakenly entered a private establishment.
This is the Koeniglitz Bay Rich Lodge, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Do you have business here?
No.
Do you know Herr Dr. Klingman?
I do not discuss whom I do or do not know. This is a confidential establishment.
It's Shut the Fuck Up Friday. And I'm not talking to you. I like this man.
So, what do y'all do here exactly?
If you do not know, you are definitely in the wrong place. Good day.
Never mind.
Good. Now please leave.
Okay. Just 10 minutes of puzzling to get shown the door. So now my guess is go talk to the lawyer. Walk across this lovely panning shot again. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Europe's just something else, let me tell you. Pigeons in Europe, though, really aggressive. They're just always cooing.
Have you ever heard of the Koeniglitz Bay Rich Hofjagdlodge?
Königlich Bayerische Hofjagdloge. No, sounds like a men's sport club.
What does the name translate to exactly?
Oh, the Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge, more or less.
A hunting lodge, huh? Well.
I do like him trying. Okay, is that... and that's...
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Okay. Okay. Walk to the left, talk to the meat lady. Wait. So what else is there to do now? It's only here. There's something else we have to do here, specifically. Like, I can't go anywhere else, it's just this. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's nice.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't... They're busy.
The thing that you do in Munich. Listen to the Saints go marching in from the busker. Okay, this is just, I am fast forwarding things from the guide here just so that I can figure out, like, okay, is there something, anything at all that happens? Off to the corner, okay. Wait, so apparently there's something that he needs to tell us that he didn't. So I don't know how we get him to say a thing.
You wouldn't be in the market for a taxidermist, would you?
No.
My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an avid hunter. I was given your name by a friend.
Really? Tell me more.
Well, me and the boys back home, we're always out shooting them pesky animals. I thought I'd look you up while I was in town, you know, get a few pointers.
Well, that warms my heart, but I'm afraid you were misled. This is a very exclusive club. We only accept members of very prominent German families.
I am a member of a prominent German family. Can you not tell by my accent?
You mentioned the terms of your membership. I am a member of a prominent German family.
Oh, and what family might that be?
My grandfather was one of the Ritters of Rittersburg.
Ritter, I've heard of the name. Can you prove you're a direct descendant?
You're not gonna just take my word for it?
No. Do you have proof?
Okay, so we needed to get kicked out to go back in to get him to say the thing that we needed? What? Like, why? Why did we have to get kicked out for him to give us the thing that we needed to do here? Because we already did this. We already went back to this guy to see this.
Would you say the Ritter family tree is respectable?
Absolutely. The Ritters can trace Germanic roots back 1,000 years.
Do y'all have any paperwork on file that would prove that?
Yes, we had to supply a family tree for the title transfer. Would you like a copy?
Please.
Bitte.
Frau Rogel, können Sie mir bitte eine Kopie von dem Familienstammbaum der Ritters für Herrn Knight machen? Schönen Dank.
Thanks.
Bitte schön, Herr Knight.
Oh, please.
Well, I guess I'd better get going.
This lawyer's like,
Well,
oh, thank God.
enjoy your
Finally, I can do some work in my office. I'm a lawyer. Please leave me alone and stop asking about hunting lodges. He kicked you out because you don't know what the club is, and the lawyer tells you it's a hunting lodge. I mean, I guess that's the thing, but that's a bad puzzle to make you have to walk back and forth for. That's a very time filler bullshit thing. Like, why would you know to want to do that back and forth? It just doesn't... That's not a fun, interesting puzzle. It's not fun to have to just walk up and down a corridor. We had that last week. We don't need more of it. It's not the thing you want to be doing.
Hi.
You again? What is it now?
Good question.
I tell you, I am a Ritter of Rittersburg.
And I tell you, I need proof.
Oh, we didn't... Did we not get the copy? There we go.
Here you go.
I see. Well, I must congratulate you. I had no idea. Your family owns Schloss Ritter in Rittersburg?
Why, yes. Yes, we do.
Well, I'm sorry if I have been rude. For an American of your type, well, I bow to your lineage, Herr Knight.
Think nothing of it, old man.
I care a lot about your blood.
When do we get started?
It's Xavier, sir, and I'm afraid we don't. Having the proper papers is only the beginning. You must still be invited to join by a current member.
Wait a minute. You told me you wanted a family tree, and I got you one. I don't appreciate being strung along like some poor relation.
Might I interrupt? I couldn't help but overhear. Zera, are you bullying our guest?
Entschuldige Sie bitte die Unterbrechung, aber besteht darauf mit Ihnen zu
Doesn't he not see
sprechen.
this guy's a fucking asshole American? Let's just get him the hell out of here.
You are a member of the Ritter family? Of Rittersburg, Bavaria?
Yes. What used to be Bavaria, anyway?
Well, it will always be Bavaria to us. Might I see those papers? I see. Well, you must tell me all about how you ended up in America, Herr Ritter, and about your hunting there. You are a hunter, are you not?
It's Knight now. Gabriel Knight. And yeah, I hunt. Absolutely.
Very good. Gabriel Knight. Gabriel, like the angel. Join us. My name is von Glover. Baron Friedrich von Glover.
But Baron...
Herr Knight is right. We mustn't be so stuffy. I'm formally inviting him. Come. Meet my friends. Chin up, Saver. That's a good man.
Ich möchte das nicht hier mit Ihnen besprechen.
Ich bitte um Entschuldigung. Ich habe wirklich keine Ahnung, warum.
Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Herr Knight. Herr Knight is a hunting enthusiast from America. He will be joining us for a while as my guest. It will give us a chance to stimulate our language skills and perhaps our brains as well, no? Let me introduce you. Herr Knight, this is Baron von Zell. Herr Dr. Kligman.
We've met.
I'll be darned. Small world, hey, Doc?
The distinguished gentleman at the bar is Herr von Eigner.
A pleasure, Herr Knight.
Next to him, Herr Hanneman.
Guten Abend.
English Herr Hanneman. We want to be hospitable. Herr Hanneman is a politician, and they always try to get away with things. You must be firm.
Don't forget about me.
And this is our Herr Price.
I'm by far the best of the group.
Okay.
Very interesting. At night.
Well, it's nice to meet all of you.
See, y'all do
Hopefully
some
we'll
freaky
be,
shit back here, huh?
hunting together soon.
That sounds so physical. Right now, there are more relaxing activities, like drinking beer, right, Herman?
Good idea. Shall we? Pour Herr Knight some beer, Hanneman. Or perhaps you would care for wine instead.
Beer is fine.
And he drinks beer too. It's wunderbar.
Tut mir leid, Sie zu unterbrechen, Herr Baron. Aber ich muss leider gehen.
You may go if you wish, Gar.
Okay, so it's a bunch of werewolves.
I should leave too, Baron. I have work. Good night to you all.
My God, I never thought I'd see the day when two good Germans walk out on 2 full mugs of Weizenbier.
Well, you have your vices, and I have mine. I'm afraid to say so, gentlemen, but I have an appointment in a few minutes. Baron, my lord and master, good night to you. Good night. I am intrigued.
Yeah, you said that. Thank you. Again.
I must apologize, Herr Knight. Apparently, this is not the best evening for a new arrival.
You've been very kind. I'm kind of tuckered out myself, actually. Perhaps I could come by tomorrow.
Oh, please do. We normally meet here in the evening, but you may come here anytime you wish. I'll inform Xaver. Take my card. It has my home address. If you care to chat, come by.
Thank you. Good night. Gentlemen?
Good night tonight. Schlaf gut.
I liked your vibe from across the hunting lodge.
Yep.
Me and my hunting buddies saw you from across the hunting lodge, and we really liked your vibe. God, like, yeah. I want to see what the start of this chapter is.
I told you I will if this doesn't work out. There's still a couple of months before they close applications. No, I don't know that yet. Mom, will you please speak English? I'm not a sales clerk. I don't know what you should tell him. Just tell him that I'm going to be here a while longer. I'm not ready for that yet. I have to go, Mom. I have to go. I'll call you later. Love you. Bye. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I just love Blake Backlash, don't you?
He's something all right.
Oh, he's so masculine and so handsome and, well, sexy. It just about took my breath away when he seduced that female sidekick of his. What is her name?
Fujitsu.
That's right, Fuji, he called her. You have read the book.
That'll be $24.50.
She just melted, didn't she?
So...
Fuji, I mean. They just don't make men like that anymore.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Is it true that the author owns this bookstore?
That's what they tell me.
Of course, he must be awfully busy. Say, is there a good time when I might stop by, you know, if I wanted to get a look at him.
I wouldn't if I were you. He's awfully shy. It's his face. There was an accident.
Oh.
A terrible accident.
Oh. Thank you.
So this is obviously what was the basis for Fuji. And I feel like they really needed a recap of last time.
Gracie, something's come up. I'm on a new case. Too bad you're not here to help, but Gerda can handle any research I need. I know I have a lot to decide, but that and the new book are going to have to wait. I have a feeling this is important.
Gerda. I don't think so.
Okay, so it's gonna show up in Europe. That's certainly a decision you can make. Also coming in this bathrobe? I guess it's a trench? Must be a trench.
I need to see Gabriel, please.
I'm sorry, Herr Knight's not here.
Great.
You must be Grace. I think we spoke on the phone.
Uh-huh. When is Gabriel due back?
I don't know.
That's a little
He's gone for some time.
aggressive.
Maybe you would like to stay at the castle and wait for him?
I don't have much choice, do I?
God damn. I mean, I could have you not stay at the castle.
Ups, ich habe nicht gewusst, dass einer hier ist. Ich bin hier für die Kamina fertig machen.
Yeah, it's okay. Fangen Sie ruhig an.
Wait, so does she speak German? That's kind of an amazing bit. That, like, Gabriel's just such a piece of shit that he's lived here for a year and knows none, and she just came here and was like, well, I'm gonna study German.
Nice view of the Alps.
Be here. So now we're just playing Grace, I guess?
Nice closet.
Sorry. Click. Nice closet. Click. Like, seamless. Okay, can I...
Nice closet.
There we go.
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Oh, nein, danke.
Yeah, this is a great contrast for the two of them. I like the idea of what they're going here with the characters, but, like, I also don't know any motivation for her because we haven't seen her and they haven't talked about her unless we played the last game. And it's been 3 hours. So I think at this point, it's going to take a lot longer for us to find the compelling part of this game, which is unfortunate. What was the save again? Where was the save, actually? Is it not in the... Is it... Okay. Nothing here. Huh. Nice closet. Because we've got this... There we go. Yeah. Okay, right. It's that thing. At some point, I could see coming back to this, because I can see how it could get good. But also, oh boy, is it, like I said, real slow getting there. So let's get around to ranking it. And I do think that this is a real problem for this game. It's a long game. Yeah. The problem is, like, I know that it's got, like, a really good reputation, but... And I can see that, like, there's a lot of polish on it. There's some interesting puzzles. Like, I liked doing the, splicing together some things. I was looking at how long this game is. But, like, to give you an example, we've played for about 3 hours. That's showing that we're, like, 20% of the way through this game, and there's not been a story hook. Like, the first chapter took you, like, 90 minutes for comparison. I mean, I guess. It's a really, really slow burn. Like, we managed to get through a lot of other puzzle games very quickly, like Sam & Max and stuff. Doing the pixel hunt bullshit and stuff is, you know, a thing. Yeah, when you're... Even if you're not looking at hour length, you're looking at so many chapters of the game. Like, let's see how many chapters there are, as a better example. So, like, that's chapter 1, chapter 2... Like, yeah, there's 6 chapters. So all of chapter 1 has nothing to draw us in, at least for me. The first game does it better. You're still an ass mostly in it to research your book, but you're getting dragged in it and there's a looming danger and mystery. Yeah, like, I like what I get that they're going for that and what they're trying to do. Like, they are doing the kind of, you know, it's kind of a traditional trope in a way that, you know, you're doing it for your book and then, like, oh, the mystery happens to you and you get dragged into the danger. And that certainly can work. And it can certainly work with him being an ass, and it can work with him being reluctant. No problems there. But you have to have stakes for that character, for them themselves, at some point beyond, well, I'm writing my book. Like, he's breaking and entering into a zoo in the first chapter, and he doesn't want to be there. Why? Why are we doing that? Like, that's weird. That's really weird. There's things like that just don't make sense. At least to me. Like, that just kind of kills me. It's little things like that, and when he's constantly like, oh, why am I here? I shouldn't be doing this. And you're talking to the lawyer, and the lawyer's going like, after every conversation with him, like, everybody's reaction to him is, oh god, this asshole, I don't want him to be here. And your own reaction is also, oh, I don't want to be here. And there's nobody like, if you don't solve the mystery, you're dead in a week. There's no, like, there needs to be a stakes. There needs to be something other than, well, I'm supposed to because I'm the Schattenjäger. What's a Schattenjäger? Well, I have to. Like, what? Like, at least, again, like, at least do a last on. At least do, like, a very quick recap of this is why you'd care. This is why he cares about it. And that would be a big, big, big improvement. That being said, like, part of the reason that this is so frustrating, it's a lot better than Phantasmagoria, which had a similar problem. But part of why I'm so stuck on that and why it's so frustrating to me is that you can see the hooks. You can see the polish. You can see that there's really good actors. You can see all of these things, like that panning shot is fantastic. There's a good puzzle in the splicing up of, like, the dialogue and stuff like that. And there's some neat things going on there for an early adventure game, because this is 94 again. Like, 94, it was like November or something. It was just barely. And so it's like, man, it would be really something. Like, I think it helps the Schattenjäger isn't even a thing in the forefront until later in the game in the first one. Sure, yeah. You already care by that time that it's fully dropped on you. And they need you to care from the beginning of this one that matters. And that's why they need to do some kind of previously on, or, like, even have the townsfolk show up and be, like, a lot more looming danger about them, even if it's camp and cheesy, where there's, like, crashes of lightning in the background or something from them. Like, give it some kind of spookiness or some kind of reason that's drawing you in. Like I said, even if it was camp. There's nothing wrong with it being camp. There's a lot of camp in these games. And there's certainly a lot of fun to be had in that. Like, you want to talk about some camp cheesy fun, Tex Murphy is really big into that. And that's why I loved a lot of Tex Murphy. Tex Murphy's great for that. But when the puzzles are obtuse in some ways and very much like walking back and forth across that kind of same corridor in Marienplatz, and there's not really an onboarding, it makes it hard to want to slog through to get to the more interesting parts of the game. I can definitely see that there could be a payoff for this, but it's just really hard to care enough in the beginning to get to it. For that, oof. I'm gonna look down about where we're trying to figure out where we're at. It's no Sam and Max hit the road. It's not a quest for glory. I think I like Discworld a little bit more. Like, when it picks up, you'd honestly say it's really good. Yeah. The seeds are there for it to get good. It's just hard to push into it because there's not a hook yet. And it's frustrating to wait until there is a hook when, again, we're 20% of the way through the game. Like, even if you just go by chapter count, again, not by hour count, we're a sixth of the way through. And it's just... Actually, I found Space Quest 3 pretty compelling, honestly. It has some good jokes. It's also got a lot of real bullshit, but this does too. There's some pixel honeyness. I think we're getting real close, though. It's definitely around this level. Because I think that I like the polish on this a lot. There's a lot of really good acting. They put a ton of work into making this look really nice. And the UI is great, like, play really good. They've got, like, options for turning music down and stuff, which is a big thing at the time, surprisingly enough. We're not talking the 30 hours, the Final Fantasy. Yeah. It's not, like, that extreme, but I still... When you're thinking, again, it's less about hour count than it is about, like, portion of the game count, if that makes sense. There needs to be... You can't spend the first, like, sixth or third of your game or something not hooking me. Yeah, like, they do a good job of having, like, actually having everybody else go like, oh god, okay, I've got to speak English, and stuff like that is kind of fun. Like, it really does nail the vibe of that. Having recently gone to Europe, like, it kind of gets that, like, God, sorry, I hate to bother you, but I speak a little bit. I spoke a lot more than he does. But also, like, you know, you're not gonna pronounce things right, and you're like, hi, I'm looking for the, I'm gonna try and say this. Like, it does that well, and it does it, I think the actors sell it really well. There's some really good stuff in there. It's so directionless at the start, and it really drags it down. Because I could see, with a better intro, I could have been seeing it, like, a lot higher up, honestly. I don't know that it would be Tex Murphy level, but, you know, I could see it going up quite a bit. But that intro is just such a slog. You could see it somewhere in the 70s or something instead of down here. But it really needs to tighten that up. It needs a reason for me to care. Yeah, I like Overkill more. I would rather play Overkill, but still, I will say, it is a top 100 DOS game. It's got a lot of classic setup that I can see paying off, you know? Like, writer fish out of water, writing the stories, having the, like, female protagonist that he writes like she's his love interest, but she's kind of pissed off at him because it's just kind of an asshole. Like, they do a lot of... It's starting to get there. Like, honestly, when they introduced Grace, that was nice. You can really see where, like, that setup can pay off there. Yeah, like, the Grace seems like would be a lot more interesting, and I'd be a lot more interested to see her side of the story right now. But even then, still with her, there's not an immediate hook for that. Like, if you're looking at it from me, where I've never played Gabriel Knight, and I'm jumping into this one, and I guess that's not ideal. They want you to have played the first game. But that doesn't... You can't expect people to do that. And it's back in the day when they kind of were expecting you to, but that's my first interaction with Grace. I didn't even know who she was at first. And then I was like, this must be Grace. Like, you kind of get it by context clues, but you don't have the background for it. I can see where it goes to get good, but it's all just potential right now, even then, because you don't actually have any of that intro. Just a little something. They needed just some kind of prologue. They have so much FMV and so much start, and then they don't have the only thing that matters, which is like a bit of an introduction to these characters so that you could care about them from the beginning. Yeah, there's this obvious implication that she's been sidelined after Gabriel went off to Europe. But it's like, well, I don't know who the fuck this person is. I have no idea what her context is in the story. Is she just, like, a character they made up for this game that's looking after his store when he was the only character in the first one? I guess not, because they start having her be playable. Was she playable in the last game? I don't know. Did she have a big character arc? Was she a love interest? I can see what those questions would be interesting in a little while, and I think that I get what they were going for once we got a little bit of her stuff, but it just needs to... Poof. Want to see what they did to Grace and Gabriel for 3 for a kick? It wasn't a DOS game. Yeah. I do know about a little bit of Gabriel Knight 3. I think that it's 3 that has the cat mustache. Like, one of the most well-known examples of moon logic in adventure gaming ever. Ooh! Oh, no. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, this is 1999 for Gabriel Knight 3, so it's going to be like, if they're going to try and render it in 3D, it's going to look like this. But at the same time, this is maybe the reason why you shouldn't render it in 3D. I will say, like, I actually generally, to an extent, I do find it a bit of a problem with adventure games. Like, because we did talk about this too, and another reason why I don't love some of the Sierra games and, like, some of these FMV games. I love the FMV side of them. But moving around the world and actually finding things is really difficult in comparison to, like, a lot of the LucasArts stuff. There's a bit of a problem of how, like... You just suggested this one because I went to Europe recently and I think you'd found it interesting. Yeah, it was really... I think that it's really interesting. Like, I don't want it to sound like I hated this. I certainly would be interested at some point in going back. Even top 100 at this point on our list is real good. Our DOS list has gotten pretty wild. There's some fantastic games. But just thinking about, like, looking around for pixel hunt kind of things, right? When you look at, like, the scenes that you have in Gabriel Knight, where it's, like, photorealistic and things get really muddied, or, like, when we were doing Police Quest 4 last week, which was awful. It was impossible to pick things out because it's these crunched down photos, right? And then you compare that to, like, what LucasArts is putting out at the time, and you see why I generally tend to prefer them. Because here, it is exceptionally clear where everything is, what you can interact with, what you need for puzzles. And it just has this life to it that doesn't always come through. And it's too bad because I love the FMV side of those things. I really, really like FMV. I'm big into FMV. But also when you're trying to actually do the puzzles and find specific items and stuff, it really does help when it's this clear. Right? Like when it's just very, very obvious what the scene is, where things are, what an object is. You don't have to puzzle out any of, like, looking around and going, what the hell? Like, we were trying to be like, where are the keys on the shelf? Is it that blob? There's like a white blob, I think. Are those maybe keys hanging? You can't see that they're keys. But when you're looking at things like Day of the Tentacle or Maniac Mansion even and stuff like that, it's, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's obviously keys. That's obviously, like, a thing here. Because it's drawn and super clear. So, just one of those things that, like, I think that in some ways Sierra loses their way going into making their games look nice and making the backgrounds and everything too busy for an adventure game. Because that's a common problem with a lot of their adventure games. Wasn't as big of a problem in this as I thought it would be when we first saw it. There was only a couple spots where we had to pixel hunt a little bit. And honestly, that was a big bonus, and I would have rated it a lot lower. A lot lower if we had to do more of that. But there really wasn't too much of it. It was better than I had expected. In any case, thanks for being here. You can always check out the VODs for all the other games and stuff. You can check out DOScider.neocities.org to see all of our ratings of these games, see if there's a game that you haven't rated, or that you'd like to see rated, see where it was, and you can always then line up the episodes for it. You got the episode number on the left, or on the right. God, it's getting a little late for me. So thank you all for being here. I will be back next Monday with more DOScider, and I'll be back tomorrow at the regularly scheduled time, 6 o'clock Pacific, for some blueprints. And if you're a sub or a patron, you can stop by the Discord and request a game a month, and I will put it into the rankings here. Right now, I'm a little bit stuck on some of the games that I can do. If they're really high action, I do have my one broken hand still. I'm going to be going for an appointment this week to see if I can get it out of the splint. So I'm hoping that I'm starting on the recovery side of things, but I really don't know yet. So as far as that goes, I don't have an update yet, but I will hopefully have one later on. That's another thing you can join the Discord for. It's free for everybody, but subs and patrons can put in their requests there also, because there is a special channel just for you. Other than that, have a good week, and I will see you again soon. I'm going to host you over to somebody else, so don't